Welcome back.
Welcome back. Dude, you did say something about shoving a steak down your throat again just before we started recording because, we were talking about food last time. I went to Fogo de Chao yesterday, and it was amazing.
You went to Fogo de Chao in a
Heck yeah,
pandemic?
man. And we sat outside, though. They opened up outdoor seating. We were
Really?
the first people ever in the Washington, D.C. region to sit outside eating a Fogo de Chao.
Really?
Yep.
Like, did they just open yesterday or something?
They just opened the outdoor part of it yesterday, and we walked in, and they're like, we have an outdoor thing now you can sit on. And we're like, it's a nice day. Let's go check it out. And they were like, here you go. And it was empty. And we were like, oh, that's interesting. The guy goes, yeah, we just opened this just today. And I said, so we're the first people to sit here? And he goes, yep, you're the first people that are sitting outside. And I'm like, we win. Done. But in DC, it's restaurant week this week. So restaurant week in DC is awesome because they have all these the restaurants who participate, you get a dinner for $35 despite what their normal price is. And they usually have a restaurant week menu, but Fogo de Chao participates a lot, and you get Fogo de Chao for $35 instead of its price. They did say that they're offering the normal or the restaurant week, and we said, what's the difference? And he said, oh, with the restaurant week you don't get, he said, the filet. It was like a lamb chop and something else that you didn't get. And we're like, that's fine. Because we got the bottom sirloin, the top sirloin, the pequeña, like all the other stuff.
The lamb's my favorite, though. Well,
we got lamb, just not the lamb chops.
Oh.
And they came around with the lamb, and we got the lamb. And we're like, and the lamb was so delicious, too. It just wasn't the lamb chop. Like,
okay. I don't think I've ever had lamb chop, actually.
We don't remember having a lamb chop either anytime we were there. And it came with free dessert.
Doesn't it always?
No. But either way.
I guess, I don't think I've ever, I've left there hungry once, but I was going to say, I don't think I've ever really longed for
that was at a
curse.
A curse, yeah, a curse event.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All
Okay,
right.
So.
Finish this build, Jeff.
Done. No, we need to get, so these are
Did you make all the things last time? All the droppers or whatever?
I have 14 droppers. So yes, we just need to find out where they at the end need to go. So we got to have a string of hoppers that go to these though, because the final dropper doesn't go there because we need so how do we want to build this from a perspective of, let's take this, we're going to have 4 possibilities, right?
I really feel like the items just end up in one chest.
Okay, whether they end up in one or whether they end up in multiple, either way, they can end up in one chest all we want, but we need to start building modular 4 different things. So
it should really just be the dropper, a line of hoppers, which I'll put the hoppers in this chest right here. So I'll put all the stuff that you might need in this chest right here.
Build it back, back it up just a little bit, so like somewhere like right here, okay. So it needs to start out with a dropper, triggering. Remind me, yes, a dropper. I'm trying to like repicture this again. How we had this. It was one
a dropper that goes into a hopper sorting system.
Right. So what we can do though is the dropper. Did you figure out how to make the sorting system?
Nope.
We need that piece because that's going to be
a
key part of it.
All right. Well, I know we need.
I'm going to take a couple of these. I'm taking a couple of your hoppers because.
Is it repeaters? Comparators is what we need, isn't it?
Comparators.
Okay. First things first. I'm going to mine all this redstone I brought.
Okay. You mine that redstone. We're going to start out with my dropper facing, that does not face the way I want it to.
So I went to town a few minutes ago I want to get coveralls because I need to go into my house and run wire because I can't find.
You're going to do it now?
I can't find what else that'll do it. There's literally no one. There's no amount of money I can pay for any company to run some fucking wire.
Weirdest thing to me.
I literally have called every handyman I can find. I've called every company that says they specialize in running low voltage wiring. All of that. Can't find anyone that'll do it. So I'm gonna have to do it. So I want to get coveralls to do it. And so I went to Home Depot because I thought that'd be where you'd probably find coveralls. They don't have them. And so I went to Walmart and they don't have them. Uh, Home Depot is not enforcing any kind of mask usage, and no one, I guess the typical Home Depot customer was ready to die because no one wears a mask in that place. So that was sad and unfortunate. But when I left to go into town, I was pulling out of my driveway and I glanced over to my mailbox because I checked my mail earlier today and there wasn't anything in it. So I was like, I can get email today. Glanced over to my mailbox and there's a package taped to the back of my mailbox.
Tape?
And I'm like, what the fuck? And this has been a problem recently where I get an email from like Amazon or whatever, and they're like, your package could not be delivered. It's being held at the USPS facility. And what it really means is the motherfucker is too lazy to drive up my driveway, so he's just not going to deliver it and let the mail carrier the next day whenever he's off deliver it. And this happens all the fucking time now because there's some mail delivery person that is just not willing to come up my driveway and drop the shit on the porch. So whenever it's his day to deliver the mail, he just doesn't deliver my mail if it's packages. Well, today he decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna tape it to your fucking mailbox. So yeah, I don't know what to do about this mail guy. He's awful.
But it's the mail guy, or is it the, or is it the like a FedEx guy?
No, it's not FedEx. It's USPS.
Is
like UPS and FedEx deliver here all the time too. And I have no trouble with them. They bring the shit up and they put it on the porch. But this USPS motherfucker just won't do it. He won't deliver my packages to my house. He's too lazy.
It's a very interesting scenario.
The other thing he does is I get PillPack. You familiar with PillPack?
Yeah, you told me about him in a video before. So it's where you're getting your prescriptions, right?
Right. But Amazon bought it not too long ago. So it's an Amazon company now, actually. So my PillPack comes in a box that doesn't fit in the mailbox. But if you crunch it down enough and beat it the fuck up, you can kind of cram it into my mailbox in a way that's almost impossible to remove. And I know whenever this motherfucker delivers my mail because that's what he does.
We've lately had our mail has started coming at like 9 o'clock at night by a completely different than our normal carrier.
Really?
Which is a little bit weird. I know the post office is going through its thing and everything right now. So, you know, I kind of wonder if I'm kind of not against your mailman because of the fact that they're not allowed to work overtime anymore. So people just aren't getting their mail if they're at the end of the route because they just have to stop. So I wonder if him going up your driveway actually takes up enough time that he's trying to get more mail delivered to more people. Because at least you got your package. It just wasn't convenient for you. As opposed to somebody not getting their mail.
I don't know, man. In the amount of time it took him to sit there and get some tape and strap this fucking box all around my mailbox, I'm pretty sure he could have drove up my driveway.
Maybe he's taking videos of it every day, wondering what your reaction's going to be. And he's just trying to escalate it further and further for like TikTok. And see like, how much can I get away with this guy?
It's really annoying, honestly. It pisses me off because like it's just like a new adventure every day. Like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do today?
Where are you at?
Where am I at?
Yeah,
I went back to the house to get supplies.
Okay.
What do you need?
I just need thinking about this for a minute. So we need 4 droppers that sit into a sorting system, huh? I need to set,
I mean, eventually,
vertically then.
But like the first row should just be one dropper that goes into 9 other droppers. That's a sorting system.
But that's only going to be one item at the end of the day.
Yes.
Of the 4. So yeah, I need to set this. I was setting it up horizontally, and I think I need to set it up vertically. Oh no, I guess I don't. We could offset it and do it horizontally.
I mean, the sorting system's got to be horizontal, right?
Well, it could be horizontal. So I'm sorry, I meant like north south versus east west.
I see.
But
So
we can actually
horizontal.
still do this and just stagger it a little bit. It should be fine.
So here's one thing I don't understand about the post office stuff. Like, I get that. I've not heard any explanation as to why we're dismantling mail things other than to fuck with the election. Like, has the Postmaster General given a like bullshit reason for why we're dismantling the sorting machines?
No, the whole dismantling of things, I don't understand either.
Okay.
That part is very confusing to me. I understand that, you know, Trump's trying to stop the funding because he's trying to like fuck with the election abilities. But yeah, exactly what you said when I'm reading all the articles that like 3 sorters got removed from, you know, blah 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 post office. I'm like, I don't like why? I don't understand.
Right. I can't. I just and it's like, you know, like they asked him to testify or whatever, and whenever he was like, "Oh well, we'll just stop then." But meanwhile, even if they
my
stop
bad.
now,
My bad.
well, yeah, even if they stop now, like they've already caused the problem, right? But I just don't. I've yet I've yet to hear any like we were doing this because it helps because we don't have the funding. Like, how does dismantling working machines make any sense? Period. I don't understand.
Well, and I'll tell you the other piece that I don't quite get, just in general about everything that's going on with the, you know, not with the post office, but just with shit in politics right now. Trump lost the court ruling today about the tax returns.
That's like the 5th fucking time he's lost it, though.
But they keep talking about the fact that now he's most likely going to appeal it back to the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court's the one who pushed it back to the lower court, said, we're not going to hear this, deal with it at the lower court level. How do you get to do it again?
The lower court hadn't made a ruling whenever they went to the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
they like that was my understanding, at least. They didn't say you have to show us this. They were hearing on the validity of if it can even be a thing, and that went up to the Supreme Court. And so once the Supreme Court said, yeah, it can be a thing, I think this is right. I'm not 100% sure about this, but this is kind of my understanding of this, and someone can correct us. I'm sure someone will. Is the Supreme Court was just saying whether or not this could even be heard. And so once the Supreme Court said, yes, it can be heard, it went back down to the lower court to be heard. And then the lower court said, yeah, give us your shit. And so Trump was just like, well, no, going to Supreme Court.
But it went there.
Well, it went to the Supreme Court to see if it could be heard.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So now the Supreme Court, it was like, no, you have to start with the lower court and appeal to us.
Right. This may be a problem, by the way. I don't know how the sorting system works.
I also don't remember the footprint, and that's why I'm trying to...
So maybe we should build just one to start with, not multiple.
Well, we can have the one next to it, too, because I want to see if we build the front one, then I need to see where we need to offset it to. But...
well, I think that's what I'm saying is I think the stuff for the sorting system needs to go here.
Does it? Okay. Well,
I think.
Because here's the other option that we have. Instead of continuing it like this, we could build it each one modularly this way instead of this way. Like the first whole bank sets this way. And then you start the second one about here somewhere and go back that way. I don't know if that would be better or worse, or
I don't know.
Well, let's build the first one. Let's see what it looks like and get it going.
Man, we had more people on the server when it was just Mindcrackers playing. I didn't realize there were so few people on tonight.
Who's sleeping?
Somebody. Pick someone.
Like me and you?
Well, no, we're not sleeping. I can see you and you can see me, Jeff.
Oh yeah, but I can only see if I hit tab. I only see me, you, and it looks like Armo's like mod or.
Wait, you? Oh, do you have patrons hidden?
I must. I don't.
Do slash menu.
Oh Jesus! Slash menu.
Are any of those things green?
One thing. Hide patrons is green.
Well, there you have it.
There we go. Yeah, I apparently had them hidden. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like, there's only the two of us on. How is how are 2 people sleeping right
now? Maybe we should be sleeping.
I mean, it looks like we probably should sleep. Is there beds around here?
I don't know. It's a village. You would think so, but yeah, there's one in here. Well, I got one.
Well, we're probably not gonna sleep through. Everyone's sleeping good. No, I can't get.
Damn it. Well,
damn it.
So I think there's comparators involved here.
There was a comparator involved. Yeah, you're right. I think it's 2 wide is each thing of this
Oh,
whole
there's
system.
nether quartz. I get nether quartz too. I'm gonna bring a stack of iron blocks over here to you for more
Okay,
hoppers.
yeah, I can make more hoppers. Oh, except you know
I
what?
gotta
We
get.
probably burned up all of our wood.
Oh yeah, there's iron blocks. I'm gonna go get nether quartz for the comparators. Have you watched any of the DNC?
A little bits here and there. I know there
Obama's speech
was.
was really fucking good.
So explain this one to me too. AOC apparently, and I saw this the next day, nominated Bernie Sanders.
Right. Well, he's got 300 and so
Well,
many
and I
delegates.
don't understand that whole aspect. So please explain that to me.
So whenever you have delegates, it's all part of the formal process. So like, there's a certain number of delegates. Um, Joe Biden has the super majority, but there's the delegates are still sent to the convention for everyone that reached a certain threshold of delegates. So that whole formality has always happened, where when you have a certain number of delegates, they come and they speak on your behalf at the convention. Whoever has the most delegates is still the nominee. So she wasn't trying to; she was just doing what always is done.
Right. Well, and that's what she tried to explain it the next day to people who didn't understand that, you know, that if they get 300 delegates, you still have to do this. And I just still don't quite understand, like, why?
It's just literally the process. It's just the formality of how this is done. Because I think that the thought process behind all of this is that if you have a certain number of delegates, then you should have a voice at the convention, because a certain percentage of the population chose you to be the next nominee. And so you know, always, even, no matter who was going to be the winner here, then like let's say if it had been the other way around and Bernie had the supermajority of delegates and Biden was in Bernie's spot, the same thing would have happened where one of the delegates from Biden would have came to the DNC and spoke and said, my nomination is Biden because I represent this part of the country where we had certain number of delegates, etc. It's just always just part of the process, basically. But it wasn't like some of the media tried to make it out like, and that's what's really frustrating is because this is how it's always been. The fact that any media outlet would be like, "There's turmoil and disarray," is just fucking stupid because like this is literally the process. This is how this works. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't know. Whenever I heard about this the next day, that people were like, "What is going
Well,
on?"
I
I
actually only
thought
heard
like,
that there was a controversy when when AOC came out and said, "This is why I did this. Don't be confused." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't see that, so I didn't understand. I wasn't confused. I didn't know that there was something to be confused about until she was correcting the confusion."
I got you. Because I just thought like, how do so many people not know this? It's been a part of the process forever.
Yeah.
I was just surprised. I was like, is there that many new voters that are tuning in? I was kind of like optimistic in some way, like, wow, if there's that many new voters, that's good, right? If they don't know how this all works. Why do you have a row under?
This is how it is.
Is this how it is
Yes.
for a sorting system?
Yes.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. But where do the comparators and stuff go?
So I need to. I'm looking. I'm looking at like an Instructables
And
thing on it right now.
Instructables?
Instructables.
Is that like
Yeah.
Uncrustables? But
You never seen
for
Instructables
instructions?
before?
Huh.
Instructables is a website that shows you how to, like, real quick step-by-step instructions to something.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's called Instructables. Um, so it goes like that. So there's comparators, and then there's also repeaters. So we need 9 comparators and 9 repeaters per module.
Okay.
And if I'm reading this right, the comparators will go basically where this is right now. This will become.
I'm not over there. I'm going to go grab wood.
Well, you not being over here, I'm going to talk about things as in this and that, and I'm pointing here at this place that you need to.
Okay. Well, at least the viewers will know what the fuck you're talking about.
I wish I had something other than cobble just to easily tell you when you get back. Like, this needs to go on the cobble, and this needs to go on
Kind of how Lego does it. Your innards are often multiple colors that stand out, just so you can easily tell where to.
Your innards.
I built a lot of Lego lately. I've done probably 40 hours of Lego streams in the last
Nice.
3 weeks, 2 weeks. I built the. Have you seen the new Nintendo Entertainment System Lego set that they came out with?
No, that's kind of funny though.
It's so cool. It's like it's almost same size as NES. It's not. It's a little bit smaller than the actual NES, but it's the controller is the same size. It's got like a Super Mario Brothers cartridge that goes in it, and then it comes with a little TV that you build, and in the TV you can like has like a scrolling Lego scene of Mario that you like turn a crank and like a Mario level scrolls by.
That's pretty cool.
It's fucking amazing. It's really cool. And they come out with a whole new line of Mario stuff. So they've made a Bluetooth Mario Lego that he's like interactive. Um so depending on like what he's standing on and stuff, he interacts differently. There's like all these like QR code type things that like go on each of the mobs and each of the items and stuff. So like whenever he jumps on a Goomba, he reacts a certain way or whatever. But then if you put him on top of the TV, whenever you scroll the scene through, there's all these different little color coded things that he recognizes and like reacts to what Mario's doing in the level on the TV. It's pretty wild.
Okay, you're right. I'm going to take away this extra.
I feel like you did not hear anything.
No, I heard it. I just, I don't get as excited about Legos as some people. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. I'll give you that.
It's just so different from anything Lego I've ever seen. So where do the comparators go?
Comparators go right here facing this way.
Facing this way?
So we'll put it down and I will tell you if it's the right way or the wrong way. Yes, that is the right way.
These are supposed to be facing this way, are they? These hoppers?
According to this picture I'm looking at, yes. I don't think they have to, though.
Why is this one lit up? Is there a certain number of items in here? There's only one item in there. Why is that enough to light it up?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see if this is right. Do you have the repeaters by chance?
No.
Because the repeaters have to go right under this block, but you can't get to it but you need a block on top of it with redstone, so.
There's got to be something up here controlling these, right? Or no?
Not according to what I'm seeing. No, because these middle ones are the ones you put your, like, my cobble stack into. Like, to make it have a certain number of items in it, like that.
I thought that was the top ones.
No, the top ones are where your item line feeds through.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it drops down if it matches that particular object.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. Okay.
Though I didn't think one would make the comparator turn on. Oh, they're in minus mode, though. That's why. One of the reasons. So turn them all into minus mode. I should scroll down this and make sure this is like. Okay, there's your excess chest. No, I think this is. It doesn't tell you what you fill it up with, though.
So they could be anything, right?
But it doesn't tell you how many to fill it up with, because isn't there a specific number?
It's 41. So it's like, you put just a named block or whatever in the 4 slots to the right.
Well,
and then you put 41
chest versus normal chests too.
Well, that's because chests couldn't sit beside each other back in the day, but now they can.
Oh, okay, that's probably but none of these chests are. Oh no, they are beside each other. Yeah. You're right.
My daughter didn't know what kinetic energy was, and in the game, if you die to running into a wall with the elytra, it says you died to kinetic energy. And she's like, "There's something weird going on in the Nether, in the tunnels. People are getting electrocuted."
Oh, I gotta go sleep in that bed before.
Oh yeah.
Those phantoms are coming back for me. There's people getting electrocuted. That's great.
Yeah, and she thought kinetic energy was lightning.
I mean, I understand why she would think that.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not like, wow, you're an idiot. It's just like, that's not what kinetic energy is, honey. I explained it. She's like, We did the open house this week, and that was sad and awful. Like,
did you wait in line for 3 hours for that?
well, no, it's a virtual, right? So like normally open house is this kind of big to do, right? Where you go to the school and you meet the teacher and you hang out, you see the classroom and all that stuff. I know you haven't actually got to do that yet. You probably did something like it with the preschool or something.
So
though, right?
what's really messed up for us is we're going to a Montessori school. Montessori is all about these specific things that are like these hands-on of like items that you do, and yet we're virtual until at least November.
Yeah.
So you can't do any of them.
So,
well, they said today, we had a meeting today, actually. I was just on, and they made some comment about, like, you have to log into Canvas before 10 o'clock every night, otherwise they'll mark you absent. And I'm like, you're telling me a fucking pre-K 3 kid you're telling us to log into this thing, or you're going to mark them absent for virtual learning?
I was wondering about that,
Pre-K
actually,
3?
because the same sort of thing is going on with us, where if my daughter's not at the computer at 8:30, then she's tardy. She has to be logged into Google Classroom, face visible, 8:30. What happens if my internet goes out for 4 days? Like, because if they're not there, they're marked absent.
Absent,
basically.
you'd fail.
Well, yeah, like if you miss 9 days of school, you fail. So, like, I've
yeah.
had internet outages that last that long.
Did you get the repeaters?
I have them.
So they need to go on this block here below, facing.
Which way they need to face?
Yeah, but I think if you place it this way, you're fine. If you place it right here.
So that?
Yes, that is correct. And then we can cover the top back up because we'll need to put redstone on those ones that you're destroying right now. That's the problem with it, is those have to go down first.
I don't understand what these repeaters are doing and why are they not facing this block?
Because you'll see in a minute.
Okay,
You'll
I'm just gonna
understand
trust
that part. Whoops. So put this row back and then put redstone dust on both of these 2 blocks. So the redstone dust is going from the comparator to this down to here, which is triggering the repeater, which is repeating the signal into the row of hoppers below. I ran out of hoppers though, so it's not done yet.
Okay.
So this down here will be hoppers all the way across, feeding the sorted items.
So what we need to do though is we need to have this trigger another dropper, right?
No. This is no. Why?
Well, because depending on what's sorted, then we trigger another dropper. So this first line up here has the first dropper with 9 different colors in it, right?
Correct.
So then the colors come through and they go, and like let's say this one right here is supposed to be magenta. So it hits magenta, it goes in here. Now the magenta triggers another dropper.
You're right. It does have to trigger another dropper. So we're gonna need you're right. So we're gonna have to do some thinking about this if we do it like that, because we need this to then do a signal.
Right.
So we might not need the bottom layer of hoppers.
Right. We might just need a layer of droppers there, right? They get triggered?
But they wouldn't get triggered if you just put something in it. We need it to just be a redstone signal. So we might just need a chest that if that chest gets filled up with something in it, it signals.
Well, we're given a signal that's triggering the hopper, right? So why can't it trigger a dropper instead?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is just a dropper. Yeah, I guess.
And then that dropper goes into
so we might not need these hoppers at all at the bottom.
We probably still need them from so like a row of droppers that go into a row of hoppers that send it into this chest, basically.
But I think all that happens when this whole signal thing goes is it allows the item to come through to this bottom hopper, right?
Uh-huh.
So if we just do instead, this is that dropper. I don't know how to place it the right way though. So hold on. Hold on. It's just.
Do you know there's an actual item in the game called a debug stick that lets you rotate things?
Really?
We can't. It's a.
Whoops! I just threw those in.
It's not an item you can just get in vanilla though. It really should be though. Like I don't understand why we don't have some kind of rotating wrench type of thing.
You mean like in
Like the
modded?
way. Yeah, no, I mean it should be. There should be a wrench of some sort, honestly. And with that, let's end this episode. That's not very cliffhangery or anything, but we are.
But I'm about to place this dropper. Which way will it be?
All right, let's see the dropper.
Okay.
You've done it. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye.